Oh,
Hi, everyone. I'm so excited to be here today with Bal. She is going to be our speaker this month in September, on September 21st, Tuesday at 11:30 on Zoom, on Wednesday, September 22nd, 11:30 in person at the Old Mill Coffee House, and on Wednesday, September 22nd, 6 p.m. at KJ's Cafe, also in person. Her topic is the power of mentoring. And it's a really great topic, and we're going to be doing it in an interview style. So it's going to be a little different than our previous presentations, but I know it's going to be great, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So Bal, thank you for being here. And could you tell us a little bit about yourself and briefly about your business?
my name is Bal Jackson, but most people call me Bal. I am a seasoned tax accountant. Quite boring, but hey,
Somebody
I
has to do it.
exactly. And about 4 years ago, I got my real estate license.
Yay.
As my husband and I are both real estate investors, and so is my dad. And
Wow.
we kind of continue that tradition. We've done a couple of flips, and here we are.
That's exciting. You're piquing my interest. I went for tax accounting and then I left it. And the whole house flipping is so exciting. I mean, you and I haven't talked about that, so I'll have to connect with you again. Um,
Definitely.
so let's move on to the next question that I have is, tell me a little bit about why mentoring and this topic is so important to you.
Mentoring for me is important as it's something of value that my family instilled in us. My dad always was there for anybody and everybody that needed him. He was very handy, very mechanical. Any project, let's rebuild a kitchen, redo a bathroom. He was the first one to there to help them. And my mom as well, she did it in a different way. She wasn't very physical, but she was very intellectual.
Mhm.
She would tutor children,
Oh,
kids.
yeah.
Didn't charge a fee. It was just something that she wanted to do. And she was the police sergeant at church generally and would corral the rowdy kids and keep them in line.
I love that. As a former youth ministry person, I get it. Corralling kids at church is important. So fun and always giving from their heart, it sounds like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
So what does the mentoring that you do, what does it look like and how was it affected by the pandemic?
One of the programs, a nonprofit that I'm involved with as a financial coach, is called Budget Buddies. It's local. And when the pandemic hit, the program put together, worked really quickly and put an online workshop together. So they went virtual really fast, and that made a huge difference. And I would say, besides the positivity call from with Shannon every week, having this workshop on a weekly basis kept me connected during
Yeah.
the pandemic.
Yeah, so Budget Buddies was in person when you were first trained in it, and then
Exactly.
quickly you had a shift and the whole program had a shift.
Right.
And they were able to do that. And what I'm excited about is we're going to hear more details about that at your presentation. So that'll be great. So one final question, what is one thing that is unique about you personally that might get us intrigued to want to have a connect with you?
Let's see. The biggest thing that would be is that I actually unfollowed the traditions or the expectations for Indian person and um, broke my parents' heart. And I ran away from home when I was 21 to marry my husband, who is not a Sikh.
Wow. And there's a lot to that story because I've had the
Yeah.
pleasure of hearing it. And there's just such bravery and such reconciliation in Bal's personal story because your parents and you're all together. You still, everything
Happy
worked
ending.
out. Yeah, happy ending. And it was a long journey. So I
Yeah.
encourage you all to connect with Val. And like she said, many of you may have seen her on Shannon's positivity calls, because I know you won your renewal more than once, which was great. So she may look familiar to you. So I hope you join us on Tuesday, September 21st at 11:30 Eastern time on Zoom. So for anyone who's a visiting sister from afar, you can join in that. Make sure you register. Wednesday, September 22nd, 11:30 Eastern at Old Mill Coffee House in Chelmsford. And Wednesday, September 22nd at 6 p.m. at KJ's Cafe for our dinner meeting in person. So please register on the PDP website. It's Merrimack Valley. And we're going to have a great time talking about the power of mentoring with Val on the 21st and 22nd. Thanks,
Thank
Val,
you.
for being here.
Thank you, Heidi.